Delta Sniper. Got a Cume Delta Sniper going off here. To the upside, to the upside. Let this disclaimer get out the way. Let the disclaimer get out the way. I think I'm gonna get a kill switch put on my car, man.
Really?
Yep. Contemplating it. Hasn't been etched in stone yet. See, you got old car, man. I got a wanted car. Motherfuckers wanted. Wanted by all young knuckleheads that wanted the likes to steal cars. But yesterday was pretty much a dead day yesterday, though.
Got a little bored.
Yeah. Getting tanking in, man?
No, I ate and went back to sleep.
No, you didn't, man.
Yeah, man.
You couldn't have, man. You couldn't have.
Had to wake up for the bastabasketball game, man. Had to save my
You
energy
had
for
to
the
save your
basketball
energy
game.
for that's we in playoff time.
Yes, sir.
Had to take your nap, huh? Had to take your nap for the playoffs. What time was it over? What time? How long are those games? They end about what? 11 o'clock, 12 midnight sometime?
Yep. Yeah. Playoff games tend to be a little longer. Got more advertisers, longer timeouts, all that kind of stuff.
That's a good idea. Take a nap before, especially during fight nights, because you know a lot of times the fights don't start before
11
11:30, 12
o'clock.
midnight.
Right.
Yeah. All right, let's get it on. What we got here? We got major high impact report coming out 10 o'clock. Fed Chair Powell speaks. So that's at 10 o'clock. And mortgage delinquencies. I thought that came out last week. Did mortgage delinquencies come out last week? I thought mortgage delinquencies came out last week, man.
Maybe that was a week over week report. I'm not sure.
Huh. Okay.
Because I think that's a month over month coming out now. Month over month now.
Right.
One could have very well been the revised report as well. I didn't pay a lot of attention to it.
Got a pretty big range today. So the market was kind of down last night. Made a low of 16 and a half on the E-mini.
Yeah, this is
right? Yep.
this is I would call it inflation week, man. You got a lot of reports coming up just dealing with inflation. I think tomorrow is the CPI report as well. So it's going to be some jerking going on just during the week.
I saw some on Bloomberg. They're actually talking about cutting interest rates. They're actually looking for them to cut interest rates. Really?
Well, school of common sense says maybe, just maybe, that might be political. I'm not sure. But that doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you continue to get hot numbers.
Right.
Like this morning, that was a hot number again. So it's,
Not
you
unless they're
feel like you've tamed,
dangling the carrot in front of the horse.
like I said,
They trying to
political.
tease you. They trying to tease you, man. Shoot.
All right, we have started up and starting to run our heads against some resistance up here in the 5250 areas. Definitely bounced off that 3 times.
Hold on,
It's
man.
the
Hold
third
on, man.
time.
Hold on, man. I got something going on here.
Uh-oh.
Got something going on here. Let me cut that off. Yeah, got something
Going on.
Got to straighten up this. Well, you know what I'll do? I'll just move this over here. Throw your chart up here on this. Throw your chart up here on this one until I get I get it straight later on this evening.
Ain't that nothing? Just throw my charts away.
No,
it doesn't matter.
No, I put it on screen. When you start talking, man, I like to go to the 12R, man. Just so they'll know what you're talking about, you know. All right. We're on the 12R. We're on the 12R, homeboy. We're on the 12R.
Well, whole being said, we are running across some resistance. Actually, that resistance been hit 3 times since 1 o'clock yesterday, so it stretches pretty straight, pretty far back anyway. This is the 3rd time we've been up here. We're on the inside day. I believe we're on the inside day.
Outside, man. We're outside. Even though we're back inside yesterday's range. Yeah,
okay, I remember that. Your fault, my mistake. Yeah, we had a little dip and came right back in it again.
Y'all have to excuse Magic. He's a little sleepy. He's a little tired today. He's a little sleepy and tired today.
It's playoff week. It's playoff week. That's what I get for trying to remember what the daily look like.
Yep. We did have a sniper trade yesterday. I totally missed it. I caught the second one. I only made 10 ticks on the second one. Let's look at that sniper trade from yesterday. Had 2. The first one was real good, man. First one was very good. I took this one right here. And butter. I missed this one right here. It was only 2 yesterday. Got a total of 10 ticks out of that trade, but this is the one I missed. So sorry about that, fellas. Missed that one. Totally missed that one yesterday. I was actually in the midst of doing some work, so. And it was in the evening time, but still, nonetheless, I missed it. No excuses, no excuses, no excuses.
Pretty close to the line.
It's going to be pretty much quiet up until about 10 o'clock. So we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Mike Balto's stuff was pretty much, his signals were pretty much dead yesterday too. Not a lot happening. Yesterday was pretty much a dead day until like right around 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock Eastern time. It was pretty much dead yesterday. much dead yesterday. We are going up into a zone now. We are going up into a zone now, a fair value gap zone, that is, or we're tapping one.
Tap, tap.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep that fair value gap zone with the bars in the same direction as far as that option is concerned. Morgan K did bring that to my attention the other day or last Friday when he talked about that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like it is. Have those bars going in the same direction. That way I know there's momentum there. That way I know there's momentum there. You are looking at a TDU, Trade Devil's footprint chart. Delta trap just went off with a thin print. We're looking at a cum delta of 5,200 plus. So I'm leaning towards the upside now. I'm leaning towards the upside, but I'm not going to pull a trade before 10 a.m. Eastern time because, like I said, we got that report coming out at Fed Chair Powell speaks at 10 o'clock. So we're going to wait around till 10 and see what happens when he starts to speak. I think the market is going to do some jerking.
And we've literally been in an uptrend since 8:30 pivot this morning. Been pretty much after the news came out, the reaction was up. Nice little stair step to the upside.
Yep.
All the way up.
Yep.
Closed beyond the tunnel, came out. Closed beyond the tunnel, came out. Continually moving into upward territory. Seem like we want to break this little area in those 5250s. See if we can clear that. You could literally draw your trend channel to the upside there and have been pretty successful.
Yes, draw your trend channels. Draw your trend channels. That keeps you intact of what's going on, basically. Just reminds you what the market is doing.
On the immediate side, at least.
On the immediate side, right. Just reminds you, and don't use, and I say this and I'm gonna keep repeating it, don't use an indicator that automatically draws your channels for you. Draw them manually. Nothing better than a little bit of hard work. Draw them manually. Learn how to draw them manually.
Man, you sound like you had a real bad experience with a young lady called Automatic Trend Channel. She must have left you someplace stranded on the side of the road.
Yeah, man. No, you know, I can't tell you how many indicators I've found that supposedly draw your trend channels for you.
And yeah, they never look like what you think.
Never look like what you think.
And you got to wait 3 or 4 bars for it to confirm.
Right. Draw your own trend channels. Yeah, she was a rough lady. She was rough. She left me. She did not only leave me on the side of the road, it was in the middle of nowhere. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. What did I do with my bottle of water? Let me bring my bottle of water in here.
These are a few tough times here where you get these shallow pullbacks. Makes a new leg. Shallow pullback. If you've got a fast EMA, you're probably doing well. Right now, my whole feeling about what I'm looking at is as long as we continually close above, again, as long as we continually close above these tunnels, bands, what have you, that's a representation of strength. Nothing looking exhausted here at all. In fact, we're picking up the mustard. Kind of makes me feel like we need one more pullback out of this again, as this low volume node would have us to believe. Fill in the gaps.
We're at the midway point between the trend channel also. We are definitely at the halfway point, so. Yep. All right, we got a little less than 15 minutes. I'm gonna go grab me a bottle of water. A little less than 15 minutes before Fed Powell.
Give me a cup of coffee. Give me a cup of coffee.
I'll email it to you, man.
Making highs on the session, making highs on the session. But it's quite an oxymoron from having a lower low outside day. So already I'm sitting on my hands until I can actually configure which way is the strongest way. Like I said, the immediate trend is up, pull back shallow, pull up, new high, finishing outside the bands. All of that representing strength to the upside. So how much of this is a news product? And how much of this is maybe making a lower high someplace else on a new chart, on a longer term chart? In my mind right now, I've got quite a few questions. And if I'm a little bit confused, I tend not to make much out of anything. Eventually, something's going to talk, because somebody here is going to call their friends and say they like the shorts, and it'll short. It's definitely, you know, if someone, we played that game yesterday, which way are you going? With a gun to my head, I would have to be looking at this zone just on top of this sell zone here. Where does it start? 52 and a quarter. And it goes as far as 54 and a quarter. So it's about a 10 tick zone up here. That's a sell fair value gap. See what kind of action we get around the bands, around this zone, around FootPrint, to give us some sort of hint. Trapping a few buyers up here at the top.
If you do not have that zone, it is downloadable in the description.
See if we can get a little further here.
Fly Guy, welcome. Welcome, Fly Guy, welcome. Yeah, we're pretty much right now. Market is pretty much dead. Even my old trusty Dusty here is Dow Cash is up 59. Nasdaq is up 15. Yeah, these everybody's waiting for Mr. Powell to start yip yapping. Everybody's waiting for Mr. Powell to start yip yapping.
Starting to consolidate a lot right here. If you got really tiny, teeny charts, boy, you got a lot of jumble stuff going on. nobody knows which way it wants to go at this point.
Right. And the market really didn't start moving to 8:30.
Well, yeah, that's after they figured out, okay, this is what the news means. So at 8:30, it actually, the initial push was down. And then all of a sudden somebody came up with this bright idea to start buying, and then everybody just followed because they never stopped after that pivot.
Yep.
That was it. Total stair step from that point on. So at this point, you would consider the dust to have cleared, and they're still waiting for the last two pieces for the day. And I don't think this whole thing, if you really look at it just from let's just look out a couple of days, I think tomorrow is going to shape a picture of which way they want to go, whether it's going to be okay to go long or not. You know, based on PPI, CPI, you already had GDP. A lot of that's kind of given enough information for a longer term view of what people think, at least what they think the Fed should do. It's a difficult year to make that prediction. Still pushing down with a lot of green delta here and higher volume. Definitely don't expect to see something like that when you got over 1,000 on the 12R, especially. You get over 1,000, you expect to see a follow through bar to the other side.
Was that yesterday where the volume
So
was just ridiculous, man? Wasn't that yesterday?
yeah, it was yesterday,
The volume was just crazy yesterday, but the market wasn't going nowhere.
but it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. Still no committal. A lot of contracts trading hands, and still came out pretty even.
And this is the kind of tricky day that I be talking about. You know, like yesterday, today, I think Friday was one of those days also. You know what? This is the day where you practice to learn how to sit on your hands. And it takes just as much discipline to sit on your hands as it does to pull a goddamn trade. I'm telling y'all right now. You might think you see a trade, but you don't. It's a mirage.
Sound like another one of your girlfriends that left you.
It's a mirage. You might think you see a trade, but it's a mirage. Oh. Yeah, this is where you learn how to sit on your hands. Trust me, I've seen better days. Another bus will be along. But if you think you see a trade, then let me know what you're doing. You going long? You going short? I'll be happy to sit here and cheer for you.
I mean, basically, I can say I'll let you know. I'm still getting strength manners as far as just a regular trend. I don't see it exhausting in any way at this point in time. So I'm gonna get tricked if it turns down. We got a fair value gap that I trust. You know, I really do trust fair value gaps, and I just want to see what kind of action we get, especially around that, what is that, 5350 area, if we get up there. That I
You talking
think
about
that
the
would be a
encroachment?
very interesting, the encroachment line, the halfway line.
53 and
That
a
would,
half.
yeah, that would be an interesting area to see what kind of price action you're going to get as well. You know, if you're if your channels start getting broken, or your bands aren't being reached, or you're getting a sniper but it ain't really a sniper because it's going the wrong direction, it might be a trap. You know, it's a lot of things going on in areas of interest, because guess what, you like them and somebody else likes them too. That's why I tend to just put the 21 period moving average on. Why? It's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Everybody kind of wears a 21 period moving average. So, you know, you expect to see certain price action happen there. If you don't, you don't. Again, like my partner says, sit on your hands. But if you have areas that, you know, show some interesting price action, you know, you might prop up here. Still got, over 6,000 in cumulative as far as who's in control at this point. You can pretty much tell that from the trend, but they're not giving up on the delta either. You got plenty of buyers in this whole thing. So if you're just looking at right now, just analyzing, if all of these things start changing for you, it gives you a hint right there that it was 6,000. Now, how we get down to 2,000? Just keep in mind what you're looking at and when. Because a lot of times when you're going to sleep, that's usually when the market says, ha, fooled you. At least in the morning, stay awake. After 12 o'clock, I got no advice. But this is almost looking like pre-market action, as slow as it's moving.
We actually got a price action divergence, passive sellers, and volume decline on Valtos inside of that fair value gap. But I would like to see a POC wave on the next bar with that. So, yep. That don't mean I'm gonna take the trade though, because I'm leaning towards the upside. We got a cum of 59.25. Cum delta is a little above 5,900, so I'm not looking to take no counter trades right now either. Now, one little trick I do also on taking counter trades. You see this moving average under this cum delta? Now, even though the cum delta might be, right now we're looking at plus 6,200 on the cum delta. If this cum delta was below this moving average, I would consider taking a short, even though the cum delta is extremely green, or vice versa for that matter. That's the only time I consider taking shorts. That's the only time I consider taking shorts. Just thought I'd drop you guys that nugget. So we do have a price action divergence confirmed, passive sellers confirmed, and volume decline confirmed on the Valtos with a POC flashing. With a POC flashing, but like I said, everything has to be lined up. I'm like Magic says, I'm waiting for the unicorn. Yes, I am waiting for the unicorn. I am waiting for the unicorn. Because even though some of those signals look good, think about what your bias is. Think about what the market is doing. Is it trending up? Is it trending down? Just don't take a signal just because you got it. Don't take a trade just because you got it. Trust me, better signals, more buses will be along. Better days will come along. So if this day ends up being a slow day, then so be it. I don't care. I don't care at all. Even though it might be hitting a fair value gap. But when you go back to your trend line, look what it's doing. It's right in the middle of that trend line. Take all of this stuff into consideration when you consider pulling the trade. Take it all into consideration when you consider pulling the trade. And a lot of times you might have to just run a bear chart like this, just so you can get a trend line, just so you can draw your channel and you can get a real good view of exactly what's going on. I don't like drawing the lines on my FootPrint chart because I can't see the numbers, and then I got to squeeze it together to see exactly what's going on. So that's why I have a separate chart running on a different screen. And that basically gives you a good idea of whether the market is trending up, whether the market is trending down, So that's definitely something to consider here. Definitely something to consider. Because if you got to squeeze together your FootPrint chart, you won't get to see the numbers. That's why I draw the channels on a separate chart. Here's an example of a lower high, 59 versus 158. These are the kind of things you're looking for when you are looking to go short. This is the perfect scenario of when you're looking to go short. This is the kind of stuff you want to see. Of course, not in this scenario, but I'm giving you examples here. Okay, so that's 59 versus 150. Slightly lower high. It's got look like about 4 or 5 ticks. But that number 59 can change, so you actually have to wait for the close of that bar to see exactly what happens here. Just thought I'd point that out. We got a dead bar up here. We got plus 1268 with a down bar. I call that a dead bar. You got plus a green delta with a red bar. That's another sign, basically saying the buyers couldn't pull it off. That's what it's telling me anyway. Buyers couldn't pull it off. Picking up a little action here. Picking up a little action here. OrderFlow's footprint trading room.
Yeah, permission to enter.
What you doing over there, man?
Man, I'm getting landscaped over here. I guess somebody cut the cord.
Somebody working outside again?
Yeah.
Why does that always happen, man? That's not the first time that has happened, though.
No, it's not. No, it is not.
All right. We got a sniper going off here. Got a sniper to the upside going off here. I think I'm gonna have to take this trade just to see what happens.
Gonna be an interesting trade.
Nah, it's gonna get up there and hit that target fairly quick, man. See I think see how the trades have picked up. It seemed like it's picked up quite a bit. Put it right below this bar. Let's see what happens. See, I'm kind of late on the trade though. I got in at look like 53 even. I was moving kind of late. Should have been in right around 51 and some change, 52. So I'm like 4 ticks late, man. 5 ticks late on the trade. I should be ahead instead of even right now. See how this sniper turns out. Let's see how this sniper trade turns out, ladies and gentlemen. And a lot of times when I pull the sniper trade, I usually put my stop right below the bar that signals the trade. I have a green bar with red delta above the moving average. Missed the ultimate trade yesterday. I hope this is the ultimate trade today. I would love it. I would love it. Get on up there. Get on up there.
It's about time you got here.
Oh, they trying to come within a tick of my target, man. What is going on here, bro?
I'm not gonna give you the famous last words. You got this, bro.
Now, touch my target. I don't like it coming. Let me move the stop back down a little bit. Touch my target. It didn't fill it, though. Because I got my ATM strategy to automatically. I might think I'm going to have to adjust that ATM strategy to move one at the one tick above and not the target.
Strength is on your side.
I can get out here with some dignity.
You could. You could.
I can get out here with some dignity. Nah, this thing has some momentum to the upside, so.
You got 1,300. You definitely don't want to see a down bar.
We at 8,700 plus on the cum also.
You see 1,300, anything over 1,000 actually. You don't want to see a bar going in the opposite direction of that particular delta.
Are you kidding me? This thing keeps touching my target. My target is 55. All I'm asking for is 8 ticks. Come on, Fred. Get that work in. Get that work in.
Isn't it amazing how you get in a trade and they just happen to know that that's where your target is?
Yeah.
They haven't paid attention to the other millions of targets. They just know where your target is.
Right. There we go. There we go. I'm in I don't care mode now. I got 3 ticks locked in on the last trade. My next target is 60. I think I might move it. I'll wait till it gets up there to see what I want to do.
That's all, folks.
Nah, made 129 bucks. 129 bucks. I'll take it. I will take it. That was a sniper trade. I could have went all in, all out. I would have came out with more than 129 bucks, I think. But yeah, I need to make that change on that ATM, by the way. Definitely need to make that change on the ATM.
Very nice, very nice. You got a little green on the books this morning.
Yep. And it's starting to turn around here.
Good morning, Michael B.
I just have basic ATM set up. Nothing special. I do have Blackbird. I will implement Blackbird at some point. Once I get the Valto signals all programmed into my TDU, because for some reason I can't load up my Bloodhound, and even if it's not running, for some reason I start having problems. I start having problems when I'm running Bloodhound and Valto's FootPrint together. So what I'm going to do is, once I get all of Valto's signals that I'm interested in programmed into my TDU, I'm going to load up. I'll give Valto's program a chance to run with Bloodhound. If I have any problem, then I'll sacrifice the Valto's chart so I can run my Blackbird. You're talking about the detail on 3 lines. Yeah, man. Here's my. Let me show you my ATM strategy. It's just something basic here. I'm doing a quantity of 2. I'm using a stop loss of 12 on the first one, stop loss of 14 on the second one. The reason why I got a 2 tick separate on that is because sometimes I like to drag one without dragging the other, because if you put them both together, you can't separate them. So that's why I have a separation of 2 ticks on those stop losses. I have a profit target of 8 on the first one, and profit target of 28 on the second one. On my runner, what was you going to say?
I believe he's referring to the software that shows on the screen.
Oh,
that you're using.
Yeah. But let me go ahead and finish. He already got me started. So on my on my runner, even if you're not talking about this, I'll talk about it anyway. On my runner, I got 8 ticks, 7 stop loss, 12 ticks, it locks in 6, 16 ticks, it locks in 5. So, but yeah, on that software, I've been meaning. I thought I did put up that's an indicator I found for free on the internet. I'll email it to you, Mike, but I'll make a special note to email that to you, Mike, but I will put it up on the next stream we have.
I thought you had linked it once before.
I thought I did too, but I might not have. I probably forgot. Yeah, man, I like that indicator. I love that indicator. It shows you at each level, it shows you how many ticks you're making and risking, and how much money you're going to make or lose on that trade. We actually turned around on this, on that bar. I'm looking like a king, man. I got out just in time, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it pays to be chicken.
Yep. Bok,
Like
bok,
Michael B says, profit is profit.
bok, 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 bok.
It's all right. Yeah, you turned at the right time.
The name of that is Order Line Decorator. I'll email it. I'll email that to you right now. I'll email that to you right now, Mike.
Okay. Starting to get a little pressure to the downside. Yeah, anything down comes up.
Levels of the boss. To millions of voices suddenly cried out.
Hey,
Suddenly,
Message sent, Mike. Done. Ain't got nothing else to do today. Why not send some emails out? Let me know you got it. That's the same guy who has the fair value who wrote this fair value gap. And a lot of stuff, not a lot, just everything he does is basically free. And you can tell he put some thought into his stuff. So I kind of like this guy. He's a programmer. I assume he's a trader also because he knows exactly what we're looking for. But I will post that up again. Make sure that's posted up under the description on the next stream. Got a POC wave with a ratio, a defense ratio, and a sucks. Retail sucks on that sale there. Not messing with no sales. I'm only taking long trades today, ladies and gentlemen. Only taking long trades today. Import it, Mike. Same way you import any other Ninja Trader indicator. I am only looking for long trades today. Got a POC wave flashing with a passive buyers and delta breakout to the upside. Are we trying this again? This is on the Valtos. This is on the Valtos chart. We got delta breakout here, potential. Ain't that much meat on the bone, but yeah, I still like the long side. We're plus 9,000 now. Plus 9,000 on this Cum Delta.
Totally whiffed my opportunity.
Yeah, man, these are V turns.
Well, this last V almost qualified. I could see me actually have taken that.
Yep,
Nice
these are
pullback.
V turns.
Yeah, I've been sitting here and getting a little bit too comfortable.
No, man, you're lagging, man. You're sleepy, man. I have to send you to bed early from now on, man.
Well, there's 2 more games on tonight, so I may be in the same shape tomorrow. I might as well get used to it.
You can't stay up late and watch TV no more, man. You gotta be in bed by 8:30, man. You gotta be in bed by 8:30, man. No more late TV for you. Man, I think we was going to school, man. I think we was in bed by 10:30, 11 o'clock. Moms made sure of that. Moms made sure of that. 10:30, 11 o'clock. Clothes was ironed. We had to iron our own clothes, of course. Shoot. Yeah. We was in by the time street lights came on.
Not hard to beat. 84,106.
And we are running up. That was a pretty good long trade. I was afraid of that though. I was actually afraid of that trade. That was on Mike Valtos. Passive buyers, POC wave with a delta breakout. That was a three bar combination there with POC wave, delta breakout, and and passive buyers. That was a pretty good trade there. I was too scared, I admit. I was chicken. I get chicken every once in a while, especially after I pull off a winning trade. You can get very comfortable after pulling off a winning trade. You don't want to lose that money back. That's a mental thing. I'm thinking I'm going to have to go see a psychiatrist on that. You guys ever get into the Showtime series Billions? That show, especially in the first couple of episodes, that show gets into the psychology of trading. If you've never seen Billions, I'm telling you guys, watch it. That was a really good show, especially for traders. Nice. We got any comparisons down there that I missed out on, man?
No, I got the sniper down. I got a sniper down here. I don't know what it shows up on yours at 1019 at the pivot. What you say V turn. And I was saying to myself, you know what, this may be the last pullback you get that's clean. I really felt it clean. And I sat there and I watched it. And watched it. And watched it. And I was looking at your chart. I think you got a retail suck at the same pivot. I was saying, there was more there than I actually thought.
Yeah, I did get a retail suck. I was kind of late on that though, but that oh no, that was to the downside. That's why I didn't mess with it. Retail suck was to the downside.
I think you got some kind of it might have been price action divergence. I'm not sure. It was right on your 1019, 1021 area where you actually made a pivot. Thought you had some sort of signal there.
Yeah, passive buyers. Passive
Okay.
buyers. Then the delta break.
Accumulation.
Yeah, then delta breakout is a combination of two bars, and that's easy to program. I'm gonna have to look at the passive buyers again and see if I can get that into TDU, because I already got I already understand the POC wave. So I think if I can get the combination of the signals I like to see, I'm going to. And basically, like you said, that price action divergence is nothing but a dead bar.
The dead bar, correcto mundo. Dead bar in an uptrend. You're already calling pullbacks anyway. And that was something that I had always paid attention to. When you're closing those tunnels, it pulls back to go someplace.
Yep.
You close the tunnels, it represents strength, but it doesn't mean you buy or sell there. And I sat here and watched this pullback, and I said, all you got to do is push the button on this. Hmm.
Well, it's about time you got here.
All right, new highs, dead bar. Anybody got longs, just hold on to them.
No, man, too much heat for me. Too much heat for me.
All right, we've made a new low on the day of yesterday. Now we're trying to challenge the highs. Still making strong closes to the upside. I can only assume that I will be having a pullback. Slow down the action a little bit up here. Went out.
I don't, Mike. I don't pay attention to the big round numbers. But wait a minute. When you say big round numbers, what do you mean big round? You talking about in the footprint, or are you talking about as in raggy numbers? We call them raggy numbers, as in 52 even, 5200 even, 5100 even. Which round number? You talking about the numbers in the footprint, right? So you talking about in the footprint? Yeah, I don't pay attention to them. In the price, yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. Yeah, I don't pay attention to them. You know, there's so much stuff to watch or look out for in the footprint. You can only watch, but so many things, man. I mean, the footprint can be very overwhelming, very overwhelming. So yeah, I just narrowed it down, and I thought about quite a few things with the footprint that TDU offers. But I just narrowed it down to certain things that I just wanted to look out for, and I just left it at that.
Mike, you already asked him how many charts does he use. How to, at some point you got to get some overload. Your eyes get used to scanning a certain way, and you start adding on more than, are you really scanning that area or not? Nice push.
Do you use the big print magic? You don't use it, do you?
No.
Yeah. I didn't think so. I didn't think so. Got a delta break with volume decline to the downside on Valtos. We're at 10,000 plus on the Cume Delta. I am only looking to take long trades at this point. I am only looking to take long trades at this point.
Hey, we've been down here before.
Are we finding support around in this area? What are we doing down here, man? Let me go to the infamous TDU chart. We got price action diverging here. Got plus 295 on the delta last time we've been down here. This bar has not flipped back up yet. Let's see what happens here. Dow is basically unchanged. The Dow is not doing a thing.
I don't do well on oscillating days. Higher highs, lower lows gives me the yips. I guess that's why I haven't said a whole lot, because I mean, the last time I had a pullback, and structure was breaking at the same time, and it's like, okay, now I'm uncomfortable again.
Uh-huh.
Now we just made a higher high. Now we just made a lower low.
We're at 8,300 now on the Kuhn. Got price action divergence flashing with passive buyers. I would like to see a POC wave on this Valtos thing to the upside, because we are hitting the bottom band, or it did.
We are hitting the bottom band.
Or it's
In an uptrend. It's the last time we hit this, a very long time ago.
Right.
I'd like to see more than a doji pull out of there.
Yeah, let's see if we get a POC wave on this. It's not even threatening. That POC is not even above the first. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Oh, you took a trade off 5260 level with a delta divergence, delta flip. Yep. Nice trade, nice trade, nice trade. Very nice, very nice. What time frame do you use, Mike?
Same action at the bottom.
Almost look like we got double bottom action here.
I'm going to say this is an interesting area just to take a trade, my man, my man, my man.
Yeah, but. Yeah, but.
There you go with the yeah buts, man.
Yeah, but.
There you go with the yeah buts.
276 versus 135. We got minus 759. Oh, no, my fault. Minus 157. Then you got a plus 132 here. Not enough. Not enough. Not enough encouragement.
Not enough, the man said.
This is your kind of action. This is side. So yeah, this is sideways action. This is the kind of action Magic likes. He's drooling now at a trade. I'm not interested in this. Really not. Numbers
Just
aren't
a
big
shame.
enough for me. And then look at the cum, 85.48, and then on that the last pivot, 79.21. So you lost some buyers on that. It's gotta be something a little better than what it's showing me here. Gotta be
The
something a
more
little better.
the more you argue, the better things look.
Mike is on the 10 range. Okay. Yep, I went from 8 to 10 to 12 and settled on a 15. And then look at that cum on the current bar. We're at plus 7,500 now. Last bar was plus 7,900. Well, we're losing interest to the upside on this, ladies and gentlemen. And we got a min-max flashing. It's only flashing, don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
I'm losing my leverage. It's getting away. I'm getting away. It's losing my leverage down here.
I can see going long. I'm not. The
That's where
numbers
my
aren't
interest
encouraging.
is.
Yeah, numbers aren't encouraging to me. Numbers are not encouraging to me. Found a little support down here.
Point.
Still like the long side magic.
Yes, I do still like the long side. I'm trying to wait for some of the sellers to get the hell out of the way. I need a down bar, man. I need a down bar down here. I need this. The more sideways I go, the little more I like here.
That's sideways BS, man. What's wrong with you, man?
Oh man, no man. I got leverage down here at these bottom tunnels, but I don't want to get too far away from it. Mm.
I think we're trapped here, guys. I think we're
Hmm.
trapped here.
Hmm.
I think we are trapped here. They're pushing. Here's your chance, man.
Hmm.
Now, if this wasn't a dead bar and that delta was pushing way higher than about 5 or 600, I would be interested.
Center, no new high.
I would consider a sniper to the downside at this point. I would definitely consider a sniper to the downside at this point.
Just got one on the 12.
On my 15, man, your dad ain't no good, man.
You really make me feel bad, man.
Your dad ain't no good, man. Not in my book, man. Your dad ain't no good, man. I would consider a sniper on the 15. Got to be specific with you. We got a potential one lining up here, even though it needs to get down to 45 even, which is like another 3 points away. I would consider a short trade.
Very interesting area if you like shorts. Definitely got some location abilities here. If you like the short side, nice location, nice location. Condition sucks. You are in an oscillation condition, folks. Higher, high, higher, low, as far as the last wave is concerned. If you're going to look for some direction, you may want to look for a larger time frame to tell you at least you want to go to the upside. Good location for shorts here, though. If you think this is a pullback off of this low,
The 21 has not crossed the 89 yet either, right?
no sir, it has not crossed the 89. Got to push we'll get here.
We're climbing
Definitely
up.
showing.
They're trying.
I was about to say they're starting to show less and less interest on the sell side now.
Yep.
Bar by bar.
This bar closes up. That'll be, yep, just did. You got minus 40, then it goes to plus 519. Showing a little interest here, man. It's showing a little interest here with a cum of 8,900 plus.
Yeah, they have interest now, don't they?
Yeah.
Nice pull back to the bottom band. I'll be honest with you. I do not like stays that are not structural. And today, outside of what happened between 8:30 and the run up, man, this last move down really blew my dome. And now I'm feeling like I'm in the middle of no man's land as far as which direction. We've made a higher high, we've made a higher low. Even though I'm pushing more toward the upside,
Right.
I guess I'm still in a situation that, at least the chart I'm looking at, I'd like you to at least show me some kind of structure here.
No structure. No structure. Just zipping back and forth.
Yeah, which tells me that I need to, you know what, next time you go down to a band, maybe you'd be more interested in just putting your hand over your nose and pushing the button. Start playing it like an inside day that it is.
It's not an inside day, man.
Yeah, everything's getting pushed back pretty hard today.
Yeah, well, we're back inside yesterday's range. Put it that
A
way.
lot of grind. Yeah, it's a lot of grind here.
Yep, 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 yep. That's why I like to see other people's take on how they pull in signals. And if I'm not mistaken, Mike just uses delta bars. So seeing his take on that.
Well, I am literally starting to find some I just call it a reverse sniper. To be quite honest, because you don't use it that way, and of course anything you use one way, I'm probably going to use it another way. But I've been really paying attention to your sniper signals when it comes to correlating them with bands.
Uh huh.
It's an interesting correlation. It's they almost act like a trap on a very high percentage of the time. It's almost like if you get red delta on a green bar that has a low that's within the band. It's almost as though you're expecting some sort of, like I said, a rip. You're looking for a reaction,
Right. Right.
and it's been pretty reliable as far as the reaction itself. The predictability of it is not always, what you want. You really got to pay attention to what kind of momentum is in front of it. But I've been noticing a lot of times the reaction is almost the point where your risk, if you're going to trail your risk, it would become much less very quickly within a bar.
Yeah, Mike. At some point, we're gonna. I think, and it ain't gonna be no time soon. But I have contemplated switching over to Discord. So that way, a lot of times people like to share what they're looking at and so forth like that. So yep, I've already thought about. Well, me and Magic talk about that all the time. But Discord, man, they want to even just to get 1080p resolution, man. They want to charge you on a monthly basis for that. So not quite ready to dive that deep yet.
Yeah, I'd like to see if you have any interest in this. That would be nice to know before you take that dive.
Yeah. And then FootPrint and and intimidates a lot of people. A lot of people decide not to look at the footprint. I can't tell you how many times over the past couple of years that I have just searched the YouTube, not Discord, but YouTube, looking for somebody doing a free, a footprint room. Nobody's doing it. And I even get, emails from, I think, Sean now. He talks about he does his stuff free on Zoom. I'm not interested in going to Zoom because then you have to that person has to download Zoom and, go through all the motions, which is not a lot, but a lot of people don't want to do that. They just want to go in the room, check some stuff out, and, probably get some info. That's it. That is it. We got passive sellers here. We got passive sellers here on accumulation distribution, price action divergence to the downside, and volume decline to the downside. Not looking to take a short trade on Valto's charts, though. Not looking to take a short trade. I thought they were trading. For some reason, I was under the impression they were using OrderFlow inside that trading room.
Do me a favor and stick a standing stop to enter 2 lot at 54.25.
To the upside?
To the upside, yeah.
Follow
the close of this bar. If it goes down, I want it to be on the close.
54.25 on the buy stop, right?
On the buy stop.
I got
so you make me go back.
You never gave me a 2 lot.
Hey man, you're supposed to change. That's why I made it like I did. You're supposed to change it to a 2 lot before you put it on. See, man, you got to use some sort of imagination around here sometimes. You young whippersnappers. That's why I designed it for 2 or 3. All you got to do is change the number, man.
Let's see if I can do that real quick.
Do you wish to quit? Do you really want to quit
There
now
go my
when you're
baby.
so close to the ultimate end?
And you say change the quantity to 2?
Change it to 2. And a buy stop on that close, of course, 1 tick above the close number. So right now we would be at 54.25.
I'm gonna call it a 2x.
Middle of the range, have absolutely no idea. I have a dead bar as this down bar in front of it. Dead bar as far as momentum, not delta. So if I'm looking at my histogram below, I actually have a upward histogram bar, which is the differential of the MACD, and I have a red bar. So that's just the momentum death there. So if I can get an immediate turn on it at 54.25, I would expect to at least get a follow-through bar.
To the upside.
The bigger the delta.
To the upside, correct?
To the upside, yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, Mike. I think Mike's getting ready to leave. Nighttime over there in UK. It's your bedtime, man? I think it's your bedtime over there in the UK, man. What time is it over there in the UK, by the way?
Nap time, man. It's 5 o'clock over there.
5 o'clock over there?
Yeah. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Forget if they're 5 hours or 6 hours.
Yeah.
Just a hop, skip, and a rowboat for you.
My boy Lou came back from Greece the other day. He was ecstatic, man. He was ecstatic. That's what it's about, Mike. Just harvesting ticks.
4 o'clock. Okay, 5 hours.
Just harvesting ticks. Yep. That's what it's about.
They're trying to discourage me here. I'm not going for that this time. They'll have to beat me up.
Oh, you almost there, man. We're almost there, Joe.
Getting close.
2 ticks.
Stop's going to be a 51 even no matter what.
51 even, no matter what. Got you. Plus 10,000 on the Cume.
The last target, well, I'll tell you that if I get in. Yeah, at least the Cume is still going with it. This is a big bar. This is a bar that if we get a 1,000 turn here, I don't want to see a down bar. Anyway.
Okay, stop.
Do not want to see down.
Stops
Yes. 51.
Both of them.
Yep.
51 even. First target sitting at 57 3/4. Where you want the first target?
Make that 10 ticks. That's 56. What's that? 57 quarter.
Where you want second target?
57. Let me see. What is that? 1 point inside of the. So put it at 57.50.
1 tick above the first target.
No, I'm looking to get to the top target when I get to the last one. I may drag it further away, but put it at 57.50 right
That's
now.
what I'm talking about. The last one.
The ultimate is 57.50.
Really? You got the first target at 57 1/4.
57, 58. No, put that at 58.50. Your fault, my mistake. I'm chasing the tunnel.
And the first target is at 57 1/4.
57 quarter. I'm in at 56 quarter, right? I mean 54 quarter, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
And why
Hate
did
stop
why
orders.
did you get in that trade?
I'm counting bars. I am counting 12R bars. I'm not supposed to ever get 4 up in a downtrend. I got no response on the downside. I got 1 bar down and it didn't move the momentum needle. So at that point, as long as I kept going down without matching that 4 up, I'll explain it later, but as long as I'm not matching that 4 up, I'm still looking to buy pullbacks.
Hey man, we
Yeah,
don't take R&D trades here, man.
Hey man, hey, this is not really a R&D trade. It's an old man's trade. If you use range bars, uptrends tend to not have 4 in a row to the downside. It's rare. It doesn't happen very often. Normally it indicates strength. So you tend to sit on your hands. By the same way, downtrends don't normally have things that have 4 up against it on range bars. So I tend to, when I'm in the middle of the range, I want to see who has the strength to the left, and that right now the strength is to the upside. That's why this is more of a scalp than it is a keep on going. I really think this is going somewhere. So I am counting bars, literally counting bars. I don't want to see a downtrend here because we should have momentum moving to the upside from here. Again, this is a range bar trade.
Downtrend or down bar?
There is no trend as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly.
So right now, because I have a dead bar on a momentum basis to the downside, as soon as I turned up, I'm interested in this momentum right here. I want to see a bar, at least one bar to the upside, and then I'm on my hands and knees basically hoping that I hit first target. It's kind of where I am.
Hey man, we don't practice hope mode here, man.
Hey, that's when you move your trail and stop up when you get on your hands and knees as well. What you think a trail and stop is for? You only need one knee at the time when you use the trail and stop.
I'm surprised you didn't get in on limit order.
It's a momentum trade, and I did it basically. Well, I actually got in on a momentum order here, but you get real confused when I tell you to put a limit order in because you got to wait for your bar to turn. I got in basically one tick below this on my trade.
Right. Let's hope that Magic gets up here to his target.
Hey man, I don't need you hoping because every time you say you got this, I got a problem. That's all I need to hear from you. If you don't like this, see right now you don't like my trade.
You know I don't.
And the longer you don't like it, the better I feel.
All right. Let's see what happens here.
What I told you 10 ticks, but I'm gonna leave that there.
No, you want me to go to 10 ticks?
Yeah, I have it on my charts. My first target is 56.75.
There you go, buddy. Just for you. You got a little rush. You got a little push up there for you, man. Somebody heard you talking, man.
I'd appreciate you pulling that up below the last up bar.
What's that?
My stop. There's a manual on that. 52.25, please.
Okay, where you want to move your stop to?
52.25, please.
Oh, it's still at 52.25. Okay. So if you get stopped out, you only make 2 ticks.
Now, add it up.
You're risking 8 ticks on this last one. You snatched 10 ticks on the first one.
I snatched 20. Oh, that's right. I got 1 and 1, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay. Move it up behind the POC, the last POC. What is that? I got to help you out a little bit. 53.25.
Yeah. So you only made 6 ticks on this trade.
Guess what? Good guess for 6 ticks.